Hello, this is Katie from Crafting Ruby Dreams and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I talk about planners, writing, publishing, and getting right with my finances. If you find anything in this video useful, I hope you will consider hitting the like button so that YouTube knows to recommend it to others. Also, please consider hitting the subscribe button and the bell to be notified when new videos are available. Today I'm talking about knowing your market as a writer. If you are writing with the intent to publish, it is vital that you understand the market that you are targeting in order to create the best possible packaging for when you send it out into the world. If you are targeting agents and editors because you are pursuing traditional publication, or if you're pursuing indie publishing, you have to understand who your market is in order to generate sales. So this means understanding what genre you're writing in and what the subgenre is. What are the expectations of readers of that genre and subgenre? What are the tropes that you are using in your story? What time period are you writing in? What other authors in that genre and subgenre are similar storytellers to you? What is going to make readers want to pick up your book, buy it, and tell other readers about? What is going to create word of mouth marketing buzz for your book? Word of mouth marketing is so vital, whether you're traditionally published or indie published. Both at the end, you want that to happen with readers, but if you're pursuing traditional publication, you want everybody in the publishing house to be talking about the book, because that is going to generate more marketing dollars and more enthusiasm that they are going to communicate to their accounts. You want that marketing buzz no matter what. So I mentioned tropes as part of what genre you are writing in. Tropes are very important, and they're also very genre specific, because what is brother's best friend in romance is going to be different than brother's best friend in fantasy. What are the hooks that are going to draw readers in? What are the elements of your story that are similar to popular movies, other popular books, other pieces of popular culture that you can use when marketing your story and getting people to identify the familiar that they are going to enjoy about your book? So you can also use tropes in your marketing material. So if you are indie publishing, that includes the blurb that you put on the retailer site, and that's going to help draw readers in, and it's like, oh, I think I might enjoy this. And speaking of retailers, what is your distribution model? There are so many business models available to you as an author these days, beyond just being traditionally published, being a hybrid author, or being solely indie published. Those are three broad categories, but within each of those, there are multiple business models available. So knowing your market also will lead you to the best business model and distribution model that works for your book. It may be that you are best served by pursuing traditional publication with this book, or it could be that indie publishing is best, which then leads you to the decisions of, do you publish solely with KU? Do you choose to distribute widely across all retailers, or maybe you distribute widely to all retailers and to libraries? Understanding where you have the best opportunity of success for however you define success is why it is so important to know your market. One exercise to do when trying to understand your market is come up with a profile of your ideal reader. This means that you write down all of the demographic information about this person, which includes what books do they like to read, which authors do they like to read, which movies they like to watch, which TV shows they like to watch, which magazines they like to consume, maybe their ideal vacation, how they like to spend their time, what hobbies do they have. All of this is going to help you understand where your readers can be found. Are they more likely to be on Instagram? Maybe they're Twitter users, or maybe they love Facebook. This exercise can be hard to do, especially if you don't have a background in marketing. But one way to think about it is, if you are your ideal reader, write that profile based on you. Write all of that information down, and then you can use that in order to do things like ads. So ads. This can cost you a lot of money in order to do most effectively, partially because the ad platforms are constantly changing the way they deliver ads and their algorithms, and You can have ads working for you 1 minute and then the next minute they are tanking and you have no explanation as to why. But if you have done something such as the ideal reader profile, you will have a lot of information to use when setting up your ads for the best success possible. The thing about ads is that you want to narrow it down in order to reach the most receptive audience available, but not make it so narrow that you are cutting out potential readers. I'm not going to get into how to do ads because I have yet to figure it out myself. There are lots of videos and courses out there available. Take everything with a grain of salt and check to see when those videos and courses were first produced and if they've been updated in the last 2 months. So those are all reasons to know your market as a writer pursuing publication. I really truly want you to remember the first thing you need to do is get your story out onto paper, into a computer file, whatever. Get your story out there. It is during the revision and submission and publication process that you can package it according to the market desires. Another thing to remember is that if you are in this for the long haul, how you package your book today is not how you're going to package it next year, in 5 years, in 10 years. You are going to change the packaging to meet the market needs of the time because the market is always changing. And that's it for today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those below. I would so much love to know your thoughts on knowing your market as a writer. If you have found anything in this video useful, please hit that like button so that YouTube knows to recommend it to others. I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell to be notified when future videos are available. Thank you so much, and may all your dreams be Ruby dreams. Bye-bye.